Have you ever applied for a job and then found out that you were not selected as the candidate because you didn't have a college education? This is exactly what I experienced. After attending online classes for several years, I suddenly had to stop due to lack of financial aid. With the extra time on my hands, I decided to get a better job. I applied for several positions but was denied all of them because I didn't meet the position requirements of having at least an associate's degree. This experience is why I returned back to school to pay for the one class that I was missing to attain my associate's degree. A college education is important because it is not only reward students with a college degree, but also because it offers greater opportunities through life, helps develop skills and knowledge specific to one's career choice, and it also provides experience that will be a vital part of the future, which are all important attributes to help achieve success and happiness in life. Through my own personal experience, I learned that a college education offers greater opportunities for employment that is simply high school diploma. A college education allows you to apply for specific and high ranking positions because a college degree would fulfill the basic requirements of education that many senior positions have. A college education also allows a person to ask for a large salary and benefit because of the experience and the education that they bring to the company. In researching how much better the salaries can become, I discovered a New York Times article published in 2014 by David Leonhardt. In this article, Mr. Leonhardt discusses the data which was provided by the U.S. Department of Statistics, which shows that there is a growing gap in salaries between those who have college degrees and those who do not. The statistics shows that 98% of college students reported obtaining more hours on average than those who did not have a degree. This important information to consider, especially since the percentage has increased 89% in 2009 and 85% a decade ago. A college education is also important because the experience in the classroom and the interact with teachers and other students will improve skill levels about specific career choices, as every college education is tolerated specifically to the student's career choice. Having a college education will provide the specific skills that a career would require students to have in order to attain employment and be successful in their careers. A college education will also assist students in attaining greater knowledge about recent changes, updates, and understanding in career fields which would otherwise not be known without additional training. The value of a college education is often something that people try to measure but difficult because of the difficulty in placing a value on something that will continue to grow, develop, and benefit years to come. To address To address the question of whether a college education is valuable, we can look at a recent study which was conducted by Pew Research Center, which shows the economic difficulties which young adults face who did not have college education. In the study, Pew Research Center found that students who have had a high school diploma earn 62% of topical salaries of a college graduate, which suggests that a college graduate will almost 18,000 more in annual salary than a high school student. With these numbers, why wouldn't anyone realize that a college education adds value to any lives and careers? A college education is also important because the world continues to change. The requirements for employment also change. All education provides insight into technology of today and the future and how to actually utilize them. As we have seen with the increase in globalization and businesses being conducted with our countries, it has become vital that employers seek applicants which poses certain characteristics such as speaking another language, having experience in and out of country sales, and perhaps even being familiar with technology used by other countries. We see all the time that large companies outsource their work to other countries for manufacturing and other aspects of their businesses. Therefore, it would be important for any and all applicants to be able to perform those duties. I read an interesting article which explains how the future U.S. workforce will be pushing for the importance of secondary education. The article, The Future of the U.S. Workforce, Middle Skills Jobs, and the Growing Importance of Post-Secondary Education, explains how the increase of globalization is requiring companies to invest more into the educational abilities of their workers, suggesting that employees should know how to read, graph charts, and explain how the factors life, demographic policies, change, and other common factors will affect their project sales project sales and business being done on a global platform. While many will agree that a college education is important, others will argue that not only does a college education leave a student with high and unwanted student loans, but would force college students to obtain part-time jobs, which will affect their grades. The financial crisis of college has affected many students. Some students are unable to attain financial aid, work to work part-time jobs to cover their expense for tuition, books, and fees associated with attending college. Students under that working a part-time job would also take away from their studies time and their ability to do well in school. So instead of overwhelmed or feelings as if they are going to fail a course, they simply stop going. Student loans have become a major concern for students because of the large debt that they will ultimately be responsible for after completing their degree. Understanding that employment is not immediately guaranteed after graduating, students have become concerned and being able to pay back their loans without having a high paying job to help offset their payments. Based upon a chart provided by Policy Mike, the average debt for college student has increased over the past 10 years scientifically and doesn't appear to be slowing down. The chart shows that from the years of 2002 to 2003, the average student loans was about 8,000, and then in the years of 2014, 2015, increasing the average student loans about 35,000. These increase in debt concern students and often forces them to reconsider the options for a higher education. The author of the author of the the author of the the author of the article, Zushin Alim, suggested that not only is the student loan debt growing, but reports also that more students are taking out loans for lack of financial funding. With such a concern, many students simply decide to drop out of school and leave the choice of completing their degree for another time. Although there have been several people who have fortunate enough to reach high levels of success without a college education, the chances of a person duplicating their success is highly unlikely. The benefits that a college education provides a motivated person is priceless because it offers greater opportunity through life, helps develop skills and knowledge to one's career choice, and it also provides experience that will be a vital part of the future, which are all important attributes to help achieve success and happiness in life.